but in 11 days, we're getting ready to flip the 7th district. Yes. Listen, folks, look at this crowd here today. It's incredible. This is a movement that is inspired and pushed by you all, we the people. I feel so honored, so humbled to be in this position. What we're seeing on the ground is like nothing we've ever seen before. And you know why? Because patriots have had enough. We've had enough of the Biden, Pelosi, Spanberger tax and spend agenda, yes? We've had enough of what we've been seeing coming out of Washington over the last couple of years. And yes, it's been bumpy, and yes, it's been tough for our country. But I promise you that in 11 days, we flip the 7th and we restore common sense in D.C. Why are we running for Congress? Well, it's simple. I believe with every fiber in my being that America is the greatest country in the history of the world, yes? I see our sheriff over here. Can we hear it for our law enforcement? We love you. We appreciate you. We've always had your back, unlike my opponent, who only has your back when it's election time. And can we hear it for our veterans who are here also? We thank you for your service. We thank you for your dedication and loyalty to our country. This is why we're running, because we know what's at stake. We're at a crossroads, and the stakes have never been higher than what they are today. It's one failure after another, whether it be foreign policy, whether it be the economy, whether it be education, whether it be law and order. This has been brought to the American people by failed leadership, and we've had enough, yes? You all know the fight that we started here in this state last year. It was a movement where we said that parents absolutely mattered. And we haven't forgotten about that. We still believe that we as parents have a fundamental right to be involved in our children's lives. Think about it, folks. It's ludicrous that we're even having this discussion. It's ridiculous. It's insane to think that today's progressive Democrat Party wants to jail moms and dads for protecting their children. But this is how radical and extreme they've become. And this is why we're taking a stand, because we know that we have a future to protect. We have our children to protect. And it ends in 11 days, yes? The madness, the chaos, it ends in 11 days. I'm inspired, I'm encouraged, I'm motivated. Because here in this very crowd, we don't just have Republican voters. No, we have Democrats, we have independent voters who realize that it's about being an American and standing up for our blessed republic. We cannot continue to go down this reckless road. We cannot. And I ask people all of the time, over the last 2 years, has your life been better than it was before? Think about that. Is your life better today than it was 2 years ago? Everything this administration has touched goes south. Everything. And if I'm not correct, please somebody tell me what this administration has done that has benefited the American people. We are begging foreign countries for stuff that we have here in America. They've crippled American energy. And this is why you're paying more and more at the gas pump. Everything has gone up at the grocery store. Yes, we're paying a lot more for eggs. We're paying a lot more for milk. But Abigail Spanberger, whose tracker's right here, you all wave, let her know that she voted to increase taxes on low and middle income Americans. She doesn't tell you that, no. She doesn't tell you that she voted a few weeks ago to not allow parents to require and give consent before schools can provide services to our children when it comes to gender ideology or orientation. But she goes around telling people that she's a moderate. That is the most dangerous type of politician there is. The one that can look at you right in the face and lie to you. I believe that we deserve better, yes? And we're going to get better in 11 days. Because we deserve true representation, a government that works for we the people and not the other way around. I'm ready to get to Washington. I'm ready to fight on your behalf because I promise you that change is coming. Many of you have reached out. Many of you tell me when we're on the campaign trail, those commercials are vicious. Those ads are disgusting. But what do you expect from a party that has lost touch with everyday Americans? We all remember that lovely debate that we had scheduled, yes? Why do you think she cowered out? Because she doesn't have her friends in the corporate media to provide cover for her. Because she has to take the stage and answer those difficult questions that she's been trying to avoid. But quite frankly, if I had such a disastrous voting record, I wouldn't want to debate me either. I'm going to say this until November 8th. Abigail Spanberger has voted with Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi 100% of the time. And that is a fact. That is a fact. And she's trying to distance herself from that horrific record. So she wants to talk about anything and everything except that. But we're no longer buying it, right? How many of you have voted already? How many of you are going to take 10 friends? How many of you are getting ready to vote on November 8th? Yes, we need everybody to do their part. Get out there, vote, tell your neighbors, tell your friends. We have a country to take back and a future for our children to ensure that it's a safe and sound one. I want to thank you all again for coming out. I know you're excited to hear from our amazing governor. Talk about somebody delivering on the promises he made, yes? And this is why they come after him every single day, because he's delivering on behalf of the Commonwealth of Virginia. And I am so honored and so proud to be campaigning with Virginia's 74th governor. Let's hear it for Governor Glenn Youngkin.